Hi, good morning. I'm back. This is Teacher Marvin, your English teacher. All right, so this morning is you will going to learn in science, right? But before that, let's do have a review first. Okay, so are you ready? All right, so let me share with you my PowerPoint here. All right, so I have here my PowerPoint, and as what I have said, it is my policy here that avoid those extra activities. Okay, so welcome to Primary 1, the English program, and our subject this morning is science. And our topic this morning is the characteristics of material. All right, so the last meeting, you're able to learn about what is material is all about. Everywhere, anywhere, we can see a different kinds of materials and then know how to determine if it is rubber or it is a plastic or it is a glass, right? So now this time, let's do have a reading first. So Teacher Marvin will going to read the word twice and then you have to repeat right after. Okay, first word, elasticity. Elasticity. Everybody say elasticity. All right, good job. Next word is flexibility. Everybody say flexibility. Again, flexibility. Okay, flexibility, or shall we say flexible? Okay, so that's the meaning. They are the same meaning actually. Flexible or flexibility. All right, so we have also another one, transparency. Everybody say transparency. Again, transparency. All right, very good. Now, okay, flexibility is finished. And then the last one is ability to float. Ability to float. Everybody say ability to float. All right, so these are the words that we must apply or use in our lesson this morning, because my objective this morning is for you to be able to know and understand what is the characteristics of materials. All right, so the last meeting yesterday, we able to know, the other day, we able to know how to determine the different kinds of materials, such as like this. This is a slipper, and then slipper is made of rubber. Slipper is an object, and rubber is a kind of material. All right. So we have another one here is the different types of what we call disposable spoon and fork. So the these are made of plastic. That's right. These are made of plastic. Okay, so we have also another one. Um, all right, this is an empty bottles, and the empty bottles is made of glass. Empty bottles is made of glass. So the empty bottles is an object. Then it is made of glass, right? That's right. Okay, and then we have also another one. And all right, we have a different types of keys, and In this case, this object is made of what material? It is made of metal, right? It is made of metal. And then we have also here the different kinds of wooden furnitures. All right, so these types of furnitures are made of wood. These are made of wood. Okay, so another one. So this mortar and pestle. This mortar and pestle is made of rock, and we use this during every time we will cook or every time we will make a somtam, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so these are made of rock. Okay, now another one I have here. I'll show you a pictures. Anyway, this is only a review first. Okay, so I'll show you a picture and you will understand how, and you should, and you will going to determine what types of material is this. Okay, what object is this? This is made of A, plastic, B, rubber, C, rock, D, metal, E, glass. And then according to your answer the other day, the correct answer, this is made of glass, right? Okay, now this time, how about this one? All right, so this is a disposable cups. This is made of A, plastic, B, rubber, C, rock, D, metal, E, wood. What is the correct answer? And the correct answer is it is made of plastic, right? And then we have also here another one, number 3. This is a different colors of balloons, but balloons is made up of A, plastic, B, rubber, C, rock, D, metal, E, wood. And the correct answer, it is made of letter B, rubber. Balloons are made of rubber. All right, so number 4, we have here, this is a table, and table is made up of A, plastic, B, rubber, C, rock, D, metal, E, wood. And the correct answer is letter, very good, it is made of wood. And the last number we have here, what we call a footwear of yours, a footwear of yours. Okay, so this is made up of A, plastic, B, rubber, C, rock, D, metal, E, wood. And the correct answer is letter B, rubber. So these are a types of objects or materials. Then identify what types of material it is. Okay, so now this morning is we will know what is the different materials. Okay, so I have here, and let me wait for a moment. There you go. All right. Okay, now this time, let us continue the different characteristics of materials. And we have only 4 characteristics of materials. And this is transparency. Everybody say transparency. All right, I'll put here the transparency, okay? So that is transparency. And this one is hardness. Hardness. Very good. Everybody say hardness. That's right. And another one is elasticity. Elasticity. This is a characteristics of a material. Elasticity. That's right. And the last one is ability to flow. Ability to flow. Everybody say ability to flow. That's right. Okay, so we have 4 types of an object or materials. And then I'll show you some pictures, which is we will identify what types of material it is and what is the characteristic of this object. All right, are you ready? Okay, as what I've said the other day, you learn how to determine what is plastic, what is rubber, what is rocks, and what is glass, or etc. So this time is we will know the different object, what types of material it is, and then we will know the characteristics of this object. Okay, so this is a rubber band, and rubber band is made up of rubber, of course, from the word rubber band. So rubber band is made of rubber. And then what is the characteristics of a rubber band? The characteristics of the rubber band is elasticity. So we have to write here the elasticity. Okay, so rubber band is a material and it is made of a rubber, and the characteristics of the rubber band is elasticity because it is elastic. Okay, another one. I have here another picture, and you have to determine what types of object it is or made of, and you have to identify, tell whether it is what types of characteristic. Okay, so this is a fish bowl or an aquarium, and this is made of glass. Very good. This is made of glass. And what is the characteristic of this fish bowl? Its characteristic is transparency. The characteristics of this fish bowl is transparency. And the object is made of glass, and the characteristic is transparency. Okay, now another one is this one. What types of object is this? And It is made of what? The next picture that I'll show you is chair. And the chair is made of what material? Chair is made of wood. Very good. But the question is, what is the characteristic of this wooden chair? And the characteristics of this wooden chair can be hardness. Hardness. So that is the characteristic of the wooden chair, hardness. And the last one, let me show you another picture, and then you have to identify what types of material it is, and you have to know or determine what is the characteristics of this object. Have you seen this? This is that's right. It is a wood. And wood is made of wood. All right, this is a log. This is a lumber, can be called also a wooden, okay? So this is made of wood. And this wood, the characteristics of this wood can be ability to float. All right, so these are an examples of different objects. So we have here, first, we have the transparency, hardness, elasticity, ability to float. So these are different types of the characteristics of an object. All right? So when we say characteristics of an object, it refers to define what characteristics have this particular object. So when we say object, such as like this one, and this one, these are what we call a material or an object. But if you will say what types of material it is, or it is made of what? Say, for example, the fish bowl or the aquarium. Aquarium is made of glass. And what is the characteristic of the aquarium? So the characteristics of the aquarium is transparency. All right, next. This is a wooden chair. This wooden chair is made of wood. And the characteristics of this wooden chair is hardness. All right? Now, another one. This is what we call a rubber band. So, rubber band is an object, and it is made of rubber. It is made of rubber. And what is the characteristics of this object? And its characteristic is elasticity or elastic. Okay, it can be elastic. And the last one, this came from the tree, but we call this as a log or a lumber or etc. But commonly we use this as wood. And wood is of course made of wood. And what is the characteristic of this object? And the characteristic of this object is ability to flow. All right? So that's all for today. So I hope you enjoy with our lesson. This is Teacher Marvin, and tomorrow we will have another class, and that is reading. Don't worry, because tomorrow I'll be back for live Zoom. So I am so excited to see you tomorrow again. So I hope all of you, the 32 students of the primary one, hopefully will be present tomorrow. Okay, so this is Teacher Marvin. Thank you so much for having here, and I hope you enjoy with our lesson. Okay, that's all for today. Goodbye and sawadee ka. Bye-bye.